ICT 17 November Paper 3 Web Authoring. First, we start by doing the evidence file. Task 1, evidence document. Open the file 17.3 evidence.rtf. I already have the source files on my desktop. So the exam says open the file 17.3 evidence.rtf. So double click on this. This is the evidence file. This question, this exam is a little bit old. So there are few things that we will leave. For example, they used to ask theory questions in the practical paper. We will not do this. Sometimes they also ask a lot of evaluate. They ask for a lot of evaluation. Also, we will not do this because things are changing. Since 2020, they stopped asking questions in the practical paper. Okay, so make sure your name, center number, candidate number will appear on every page of your document. You know what you have to do. Insert header. In the header, put your name, center number, candidate number. Save this as a word process document in your work area with the file name 17.3 evidence followed by your candidate number. So file, save as, current folder, change the file format into Microsoft Word document, add to the file name your candidate number like this. Okay. Now we have, you will need your evidence document to answer questions. I will not do answer to questions. And to place your screenshot when required. Actually, all the work of the web authoring task will be collected into the evidence document. Let us skip task 2 spreadsheet because we are not for it now. Task 3 web page. In your own word, type your answer. I will not do. In your own word, type your answer. I will not do. Let us start from here. You work for Hot House Design and will assist trainee web programmers to develop a web page. When the exam talks about assisting a trainee, probably there will be some incomplete work and you will need to complete, or some incorrect work and you will need to correct. Let us see. That everything will be mentioned, but this is what I always remember when I see some trainee programmers or whatever. To advertise the island of Cozumel. This is maybe a tourist island or so. The web page is HTML. The web page is a page in .html. And style sheet, the style sheet is a .css. This exam will introduce us a bit to style sheets. And I like this one because it helps us do the command and see the result in style sheets. This is such a good exercise for teaching basics. Okay, so the web page and style sheet must work in any browser. I'm very grateful to the software called SharePoint Designer. SharePoint Designer is generating almost all of the HTML codes and also almost all CSS codes for me. And SharePoint Designer is generating correct codes that would be correctly understood and interpreted and displayed by any browser. However, we need to study more about HTML code and CSS code At least they may appear in theory exams. Okay, so the web page must work in any browser and the style sheet must work in any browser. They are saying this because at the end of the exam, you will be asked to preview in browser and take a screenshot. If it displays correctly in the browser, probably you get the full mark. If it does not display correctly, maybe you will lose some, maybe. Use the most efficient methods. I will tell you when it is time about the most efficient method. It is like when two commands are the same and you may bring them together into one command, it is wise to do this, or the exam is asking you to do this. I will tell you a little bit about efficiency. All color codes are in hexadecimal. We know hexadecimal color codes. For example, the color red. Any color in web authoring consists of 3 components. They should be in this order. The order should be red, then green, then blue. And there are 2 digits for the red. These numbers will be in hexadecimal. It is so easy because the exam will provide you with values in hexadecimal. You only need to put them in the correct order. You only need to know the format of the color, the 3 components, that is red, followed by green, followed by blue. RGB in that order. Even though in this exam, they are giving you the components in the wrong order. But they are making it very clear which color and which component. You need only to put them in the correct order. Okay, this is what is written in the introduction, but everything will be mentioned again in the question. Let us go through it step by step. As usual, the exam is asking you to create a new folder called HTML_17.3. This will be the folder of my website. Okay, so go to the desktop, right click, new folder, and call it HTML_17.3. Okay, this is my folder. For the moment, it is empty. Locate the following files and store them in your HTML_17.3. These files. Where can I find them? In the source files. Let us go to the source files and copy and paste them. So they are everything except the 2 Word files and the 2 Excel files. They are everything, all. So it is that picture. Hold down the control button, this file and this file and this file and this file. We skip this one, that and that. Skip those 2, that and that, that. Skip that last one. Take this. All right, click copy, and in the HTML17.3 folder, paste. Okay. You can check as much as you wish. You can check this list as much as you wish. Read the names. Everything is mentioned. However, I am displaying the list on my desktop, so I cannot see the list and copy in the same time. Okay. Let us take an evidence of this. Let us take an evidence that you did copy and paste and collect 1 mark out of this. Take a screenshot showing the contents of your HTML17.3 folder. This is, okay, for the moment, leave the original source files. And now continue all your solving on these files. Take a screenshot showing the contents of your HTML17.3 folder and place this in your evidence document. Make sure that the folder name, image dimension, all file names, extensions, sizes are clearly visible. Now I have something new. I would like to display image dimensions. So this is the file name, and this is the preview. I would like to see the image dimensions in pixels. Let me tell you how. Anywhere, right click and select this view menu. Anywhere in the folder, right click and select this view folder and select contents. Select contents. Alternatively, you can click on that view menu and select content. They are the same. And maximize the view. See, this is the file name. This is the file type JPEG. This is the file dimensions in pixels. This image is 4000 by 3000. And its file size is 2.48 megabytes. Let us keep our attention on these files: 17.3a, 17.3b, 17.3c, d, e, f, g, h. Because very soon they will ask me to pick up one of them. Okay, for the moment, all I need to do is take a screenshot of this folder. So this is my snipping tool, and you take a picture of this, and this should go under evidence 3. This is evidence 3 and paste. Okay, next. Open the web page. This question is rather different. That's why I like teaching. This question is rather different. In all questions, you are asked to draw a table and then put some text, some pictures in cells, and put dimensions. This question, you are given a pre-designed website. You need to change a few things in them, and then we spend some effort or sometimes building a style sheet. We need to learn style sheets. So in this question, you are provided by the website. Only you need to open. The exam says open the web page 17.3 cosml.html in your editor. My editor is SharePoint Designer 2007. This is SharePoint Designer 2007. So first I run the application and then open. This is the button to open a document. Go to the desktop. I am doing all my work on HTML_17.3, and this is 17.3 Cosmos. Yeah, you are given a website. You are given a website. The table is already drawn and full with text. Maybe you only need to place an image here and modify the page a little bit, and then do some effort with the style sheet, and then take the evidence and finish the question. So open the web page in your editor and in your web browser. Yeah, I can preview in the web browser. This is preview in browser. Here I need to place an image. Carefully examine the web page. Okay, this is my web page. I'm looking around in it. Carefully examine your web page. And the images 17.3a.jpg to 17.3h.jpg. Select the most appropriate image from these, A to H, and place in the web page. Where shall I place it? Where? Yeah, I can see here. Place image from step 23 here. Delete this, because that was only a message to show me where shall I place the image, because this is step 23. Select the most appropriate image, add appropriate alternative text. Okay, the point now, on what basis Shall I select the image? On what basis? Let us have a look at the folder. This image is 4,000 pixel by 3,000 pixel. Definitely, this image is very, very, very big. It is not possible because typical resolution of the whole screen width is 1,000 something. So this image is at a very high resolution, 4,000. It's impossible that it will fit in this cell. Let us be objective. Let us find a way to build our judgment. I would like to know what are the dimensions of this cell. This will help me to judge. I would like to know what is the width and height of this cell. It is very easy to figure out. Just go to this cell, right click, cell properties, right click cell properties. This cell is 250 pixels high and wide. The width 250 and the height is 443. Let us look for a match. This one is too big. This one is also too big. We don't consider this. I think this one, 17.3c, fits exactly or almost exactly. This is 240 by 433. I need it to be 250. Okay, 250 and 240 are very close. And the height is 443, here 433. This is very close. But this is too small. This is too big. This is too big. These two files are of exactly the same dimensions. However, this one is 67 kilobyte and this one is 21 kilobyte. I think if you take C or G, you will get the mark for it. But the mark scheme is taking G. Why? Because it is of almost identical dimension to the cell. Also, it has a smaller size in kilobyte. So I will insert G. Okay, thank you for this. Let us insert the picture. This button is called Insert Picture from File. And make sure you are taking the file from the HTML 17.3. And I have decided that I will take 17.3G. And insert. Now I need to put an alternative text. The exam is asking me to put an alternative text. Let me figure out anything. If you look carefully at that image, you will see it's a cruise ship. Write anything descriptive. I will write image of a cruise ship or anything relevant. They will just give you the mark for it and click OK. See, the image fits little bit smaller than the cell it's in, and this is the best. Little bit smaller to give some space around it. Okay. Evaluate your choice. I will not evaluate my choice. I have explained to you why I have chosen this, but I will not write this now. I will not write this down because they don't do this anymore. Let us proceed and save our time to complete the exercise. Replace the text. Place your candidate details here with your name, center number, candidate number. Place your candidate details here. Delete this. You see there is a space after the colon. Put your name, EG 007, center number 0001. have not breaking space between the colon and your candidate detail, I already have a space. Add a title. Let us learn about adding a title. Add a title to the head section of your web page, which displays CTP homepage. How can I add a title? Right-click anywhere and select Page Properties. Anywhere. Anywhere. Right-click and select Page Properties. See, this is where the title should go. Type here, CTP homepage. Okay? It will appear in the browser when you save and preview. Also, it will be here in the title. Title, end of title. This is inside head, end of head. The examiner will read your code because at the end of the exam, you will copy the code, you select all and copy the code to your evidence file. The examiner will read your code and give you the mark for it. Okay, so that was about the title. This will teach us a lot about hyperlinks. Maybe there are 4 or 5 types of hyperlinks in our syllabus. Here I have maybe all of them. Place a bookmark before the table at the top of the page. I need to put a bookmark before the table at the top of the page. Yeah, it is very difficult to put the pointer before the table. I think, see the pointer here is, if you cannot go to the code, put the pointer before the table, and here the pointer is before the table. Insert a bookmark. Insert a bookmark. Yeah, the exam is asking you to place a bookmark at the top. I will call it top. So insert bookmark and call it top. Insert bookmark and call it top. That bookmark should be invisible. Why do I need it? I will need to create a hyperlink to reference that bookmark. Actually, the examiner will read the code and see a name equal top and give you the mark for it. Okay, let us do this. The purpose of that bookmark will become very clear when we do this live. Create a hyperlink. Create a hyperlink from the text. Click on this link. Using the text in the lower cell of the table. This is the lower cell of the table. Create a hyperlink from the text. Click on this link. Highlight this. Click on this link. Highlight this. To return the user to the bookmark. So from this text, click here on the button hyperlink. From this text, click here on the button insert hyperlink. And select place in this document and choose that bookmark top. This is the bookmark top you have already inserted at the top of the page. And click OK. See, now this text is becoming a hyperlink. When you click on it, but in the browser, it will scroll you up to the top of the page. Also, it is quite interesting or quite necessary to look at the code being generated. href hash top. This will link you, will reference you to this top. href means hyperlink reference. Fortunately, SharePoint Designer till now is writing all the codes I need. Okay, so now you know how to insert a bookmark and how you insert a hyperlink to that bookmark. Next, Create a hyperlink from the text CBT. Okay, highlight this. To open the web page, I would like to create a hyperlink that takes me to this URL. Okay, highlight CTB, and this button is called Insert Hyperlink. However, this time select existing file or web page and type the URL here and type the address here, www.hothouse-design.co.uk/cbt. And click OK. See, now it is becoming a hyperlink. Look at this code, href, http www.hothouse-design. Now this is a hyperlink to an external website. What else do we have? Create a hyperlink from the text, email our design team. Let us highlight this. Email our design team. To send an email to, this is a hyperlink to compose an email. This is a hyperlink to send an email. Let us do it. Hyperlink, after highlighting, click on this insert hyperlink, and for this, select email address. Select email address. The email should be webdesign@hothouse.co.uk. Put this here and see, before you just type the email address and you get something before it called mail to. This is the protocol, mail to, which means send an email. The subject line should be my question. Put my question in here and click OK. See, everything is being generated in the code. Okay. Now attach the style sheet. I have a style sheet, but this time I will do a lot of work on that style sheet. First, I will attach it. Let us attach. And then we do all these requirements in the style sheet. And then we start learning about CSS and style sheets. First, let us attach the file. Attach the file 173st.css as an external style sheet to your web page. You know how to do this? Look at this text. Look what will happen to this text. This button is called Attach Style Sheet. Click on it. This button is called Attach Style Sheet. Click on it and browse. And this is my folder HTML_17.3, and this is the required style sheet. Click on Insert and OK. See, the text here have changed a little bit. The font of H1, this is heading 1. The font of H1 became Arial, Calibri. Okay. Let us save this page, because now the exam is asking me to open the style sheet 173st.css in a suitable software package. This is my preferred software package. Click here on that button, open, and now let us read what's in that 173st. See, I only have one single command. It is H1. This is the definition for style H1. Font family, Arial, Calibri. What does this mean? This means that for H1, the preferred font style is Arial. However, if this font is not installed in the browser visiting my web page, then the second alternative or the second choice would be font Calibri. Maybe this is why here H1 has the font Arial and comma Calibri, because this line is affecting this title because it is in heading 1. Okay, what is new in this exercise is that you are asked to make some modifications to the style sheet before we finalize the website. And this question is pretty interesting. Why? Because whenever you apply something to the style sheet, it will reflect immediately in the main file because there is a link between them. Let us do what is required from the style sheet, and it is quite worth a lot of marks. It is worth 17 marks. So I will take it seriously and pay a lot of attention to it. Okay, so what do I have to do? Add your name, center number, candidate number as a comment. I need to put my name, center number, candidate number at the top of the style sheet. However, it should be in the form of a comment. How can I insert a comment in style sheet? Let me tell you how, because you need to type this manually. Definitely, you'll type your name, center number, candidate number manually, but we will add 2 commands to begin and end a comment. What is a comment? A comment is some text that is only there and has nothing to do with the programming of the web page. So in your style sheet, put the pointer before H1 and click on enter maybe once or twice. And at the top of the style sheet, let us begin the comment. A comment begins like this: slash followed by asterisk. Slash is the symbol of dividing. Asterisk is the symbol of multiplication. This indicates the beginning of the comment. And then put your name, center number, and candidate number. And please, you must end the comment. As I can see, the whole file is disabled. You need to end the comment. How? You put asterisk and then a slash. So slash asterisk indicates the beginning of the comment. Asterisk slash indicates the end of the comment. Okay, this is the comment. I hope you remember how you will do it in the future. Okay, we did this. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser. See, they are repeating this instruction many times. And use the most efficient method. I will show you what is meant by most efficient method. All color codes are in hexadecimal. Edit the style sheet. Make your style sheet, make sure your style sheet contains no HTML. The style sheet must meet these specifications. I will need to modify the style sheet and insert these specifications. Then we have an opportunity to learn something about CSS codes. Heading style 1. Heading style 1 is H1. I would like style H1 to have the font Arial. Yeah, this is already done. Because I have here H1 font family Arial, Calibri. But if it is not available, then Calibri. This is also done. Or if these fonts are not available, the browser's default sans serif font. Okay, let us add this. Let us add a third alternative. That is the default sans serif. I would like to modify H1. If you want to modify H1, go to the right it down here until you see that, until you find that blue circle, H1, right click, modify style. Right click, modify style. Yeah, here I have style H1. The font family is Arial, comma, Calibri, add, comma, sans serif. Add, comma, sans serif. Okay. What else? What else? I would like the color red FF, no green, no blue. So it should be FF0000. And FF is in hexadecimal. I am familiar with this. If you select from here color red, it will just be hash. Hash indicates that this color is in hexadecimal. FF0000, so 100% red, no green, no blue. Yeah, okay, okay. Center align the text. All this is in heading 1. Center align the text. Go to block, text dash align, center. Block, text dash aligns. See, this is the preview. Okay. Font family Arial, comma, Calibri, comma, sans serif. Color hash FF0000. Text dash align center. Please save and go back to this file. See, effects are there. Effects are showing. H1 is in red. H1 is center. And the font now is Arial, comma, Calibri, comma, sans serif. Okay. We did H1 and we saw its effect. Now, once the paragraph style. Paragraph style is a style P. Paragraph style is style P. I want style P to be fully justified. Before we go, this text is paragraph. If I go to the style sheet and make it fully justified, and I come back here, hopefully it will be fully justified. Let us go to the style sheet. I would like to insert a new style called P. If you would like to insert a new style, click on that button. That button is called New Style. Delete this and delete the dot and type P. Now this is style P. P comes from paragraph, normal paragraph. I would like it fully justified. Go to block, text dash alignment, and select justify. Block, text dash alignment, and justify. Click OK. See P, text dash alignment, colon, justify. Please get familiar with this, because I have seen in the theory exam some CSS code. This is called CSS code with mistakes, and the exam is asking you to find and correct mistakes. Please be familiar with all those codes. Save and let us go to this. As you can see now, paragraphs are fully justified. What else? Now we did this. Web page background. I would like the background of the whole page. If you'd like to modify the background of the whole page, then I will apply this to the body style. I will apply a background image to a style called body, and that style called body will represent the whole page. Go into here, into the style sheet, and new style. I will create a new style, and I delete this and I delete the dot. That new style will be called body, because body represents the whole of the page. Let us go to background And let us go to background image, because the exam asks to set the image 173bg.jpg so that it is styled. Tiled means repeated. So it is a repeated background. I will show you. And overrides the browser default setting. Okay, so this is body style and this is background. Browse and select this 173bg in your HTML_17.3 folder. Okay. See, this is the preview of it. Background dash repeat. Make it repeat. Background dash repeat. Make it repeat. Okay. Please read the code. Body, style body. Background dash image URL. This is the image name.jpg. Background dash repeat so that it repeats. Save and look into here. Yes, this is the background image. And it is repeating. See, that turtle thing is repeating. Okay, what else? Table. We have to study few commands about tables. There is one little thing missing in the basics for table styles. There are two styles associated with the table. One style is called table, the other style is called TD. So if I would like to format the styles of the table, I need to consider two styles. One is called table, and this will represent the outside border of the table. I would like the outside border of the table as well as inner borders, inner grid lines, and this is style TD. I would like them both to be invisible. No visible borders, no outside, no inner visible borders. I would like to make them both invisible. Okay, I have an idea. To make them invisible, I will make their thickness 0 pixels. However, I will apply the thickness 0 pixel to two styles, table and TD, both of them. And I would like to apply this to both of them in the same command so that my code is efficient. Let me show, because I think you may get confused. Go back to the style sheet, new style, delete the dot, table, comma, TD. This means both the table style, and this means the outside border, and the TD style means inner grid lines. Go to border and make the border width 0px. Make the border width 0px. Then they will be invisible because thickness 0, so they will never show. Okay. So table, comma, TD, and this is the most efficient. If you do table separately and TD separately, each one of them separately, 0px, you will lose 1 mark for being efficient. This is the most efficient code. What else? Cell padding 10px. Cell padding. What is meant by cell padding? I will show you. But definitely, as it is something that has to do with cells, I will apply it to style TD, because TD represents table data, and this is cell property. I will take the cell padding 10px. So I go to new style and delete and only type TD. Now I need the style TD. Where can I find padding? As you can see, we have used almost all of those categories. I hope you memorize where everything is. I go to box. Yeah, this is padding. This is padding. Make padding 10px. Just make it 10px. And this is what is called by padding. It is something like inner margin inside the cell. And click OK. So TD padding 10px. What else? Every now and then you can save and look at the result. See, borders are invisible. Those dotted lines indicate that borders are invisible. There is only one last command and the exam will end. Background color for the table only. So I will apply a background color to the style table. Background color for the table only. So I will apply background color for the style table with blue DD. This is a number. That DD is a number, and that number is in hexadecimal. However, the order is incorrect. Green BB and red 99. I remember the order. The correct order is red, then green, then blue. So I will put 99 BB DD. Let us put the color components in the correct order. The exam is providing me with the values in hexadecimal, already in hexadecimal. However, sometimes the examiner miss with the order. I know the correct order. Red, green, then blue. Okay. New style. Delete and delete the dot. And this is table. Background. Background color. More background colors. And select black. When you select black, the software writes for you here hex. Hex means hexadecimal. 000000. I know very well that the first pair of numbers is the red component. Make it 99. Next is the green. Make it BB. Next is the blue. Make it DD. This is a number. This is a number in hexadecimal. It is just this color. If you click OK and click OK, see table background color hash 99BBDD. See if you save and look at the results. This is the background applied only to the background color of the table. I think I am almost done. Save the style sheet in your HTML folder. Save everything. Save this several times and save this several. Nothing is saved several times, but be quite sure everything is totally and completely saved. Why? Because the browser will read from the hard disk. The browser will read the result from the hard drive. Just make sure everything is properly saved. Okay, let us take 3 evidence. Let us take all the required evidence. If you miss any of them, you will not get any marks for that, even though you already did it correctly. Take a screenshot showing the content of your style sheet. This style sheet is worth 11 marks. Take a screenshot of the content of your style sheet. Place this in your evidence document. Make sure the file name is clearly visible. This is the file name. This is all the contents of the style sheet. Snipping tool, and you take a picture of only that region. Why? Because the file name is here. The file name is also at the top. And go to evidence 5 and paste. Go to evidence. See, text is as big as possible, so it can be easily read by the exam. Every now and then, save your evidence file. What else? Refresh your browser. Remember, let us refresh. Not showing. Close it. And again, preview in browser. Now it is showing properly. Background is there. The background is repeating. See, the turtle is repeating. The table, it has its own background. Heading 1 is in blue, is in red. Those are hyperlink. Click here to go to the tip of the page. See? Click on this link for the top of the page. And this will open the website, and this will compose an email. Excellent. Display the web page in your browser. Take a screenshot evidence of the web page and place it in your evidence document. It says a screenshot without S. So I would love, let us see if I can. I would love to take a single screenshot, but I think I cannot achieve this. It is not necessary. When the exam wants a single screenshot, it will say take a single screenshot. I will take 2 because I would like it to be big and clear with a zoom ratio of 100%. So this is Snipping Tool, and you take a picture of the upper half of your website and put it here in evidence 6 and click enter. Scroll down, another screenshot of the lower part of your website. It doesn't matter if part of it is showing twice, no problem. Every now and then, save your evidence file. The last thing, take a copy of the HTML source and place this in your evidence document. The examiner will spend a lot of time and a lot of effort reading your code. Even though you didn't do it, SharePoint Designer have done the code for you. Has done the code for you. Okay. Go into here, edit, select all, edit, copy, and in evidence 7, paste. That was 37 marks. Almost half an exam. The exam is 80 marks, half of it is 40. So this is quite a big question, full size question. 40, almost 40 marks. Just to remember to save and print your evidence and hand it to the examiner in the assessment record folder, because nobody will look at the files on your computer. Just make sure that everything is printed. And that's it for this exercise.